The following is brought to you by Pandora's Pests. Save yourself and the Earth from peril as pests invade. With every bug you squash, you gain the skills needed to take on the 3 major bosses. For more information on Pandora's Pests, visit Coingo Software at coingosw.com.
Hi everyone, welcome once again to TDL Live here on the digitallifestyle.tv, your Apple authority. Ryan Ritchie with you. Adam Ford!
Back again.
How the heck are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm getting better by the second.
It is frigid out there.
It is a very, very
Just
cold evening
Arctic.
in the Northeast and the Great Plains as well, I'm told.
I haven't been there myself, but I will take your word for it.
Thank you. Tonight's show is brought to you by Pandora's Pests, and of course if you want to learn more about that game, you can visit coingosw.com, Coingo Software. How can people participate in this evening's show? They can watch.
Yeah, you can watch, which is, I mean, that's a given. That's the first step. Then you need to use the AOL Instant Messenger or iChat TDL Live, or I understand you can Twitter.
You can use the Twitter.
I'm not very good with it yet myself, but we will attempt to at least read them.
We will muddle through. Yes. TDL Live is the name there as well.
TDL Live, yes.
And some people think, well, who answers these iChats? We do it right here.
We do.
They think that's not possible. You're hosting
Test us.
America's fastest growing half-hour Mac show.
Yes.
With an asterisk. That was not a J.D. Power and Associates
it was not.
decision. Okay. Adam Ford, welcome.
All right. Let's dive into the fishbowl.
Oh, even though I said we weren't going to. But we're in. Let's do it.
You just... Did you not just direct me into the fishbowl?
I did. Go ahead.
Do I need to put it back?
No, just go.
All right, fine.
Just go. I'm sorry. I screwed up.
All right, what do we got? First story. Google drops from most trusted company list, Apple joins. So Google, the do no evil behemoth, has dropped off the...
Ponymon. I used to collect Ponymon. Did you do Ponymon?
Ponymon?
Ponymon Institute. You didn't do Ponymon?
No, I didn't.
I didn't either.
Yeah. And Apple is on the list, made its debut at number 8. Facebook, American Express make the list. And we don't really know why Apple's on there.
Because there's not anything that really they've done differently in the last year.
Not that I'm aware of.
And brand awareness alone shouldn't get you on the most trusted list. I don't know why I would necessarily trust Facebook either.
Yeah, I don't really know. Well, I would hope that you would trust them. A lot of people have a lot of information on them.
I know, but if my choices are... Well, there was that whole virus, though, the Facebook virus. Did you get hit by that?
I did. I don't think so. I'm not... See, here's the problem.
Oh, boy.
I'm not on there enough to know if I've gotten hit by it.
Oh.
So I don't think I have been.
I think I would know if you got hit by it. And let me explain what I mean by that. Because how it works...
I'm glad that you would know. I probably wouldn't.
How it works is this particular virus, it sends out to all of your contacts,
right.
Hey, you're in, look at this video I posted of us, hee hee, and you're thinking, oh my God, she or he has a video of me?
Yeah.
And then you click on the link.
Check that out.
I'm going to go check because I don't remember a video.
Right. And then it asks for your credit card number.
And then if you're on a PC, see once again, Mac users, okay. It directs you to a site where you have to load a new version of DirectX, and that's the virus.
Oh, DirectX.
And then it goes in and it sends it to all your contacts. So
bad news.
You're good. I don't think you.
I think I am.
You're clean bill of computer health for you.
We'll check it off the list.
The big news that is in the bowl, but we're going to jump right to it. Priority scheduling here is, of course.
Even though this is number 1.
Is of course Apple's decision to call it a day, call it a decade or two. Yeah. With MacWorld.
Very shocking news.
Shocking Kong.
Shocking. Yeah, I don't know really what to make of it. I mean, basically they're not going to be at MacWorld after this year. I'm not sure. I mean, the only thing that I can think of is that they just don't want to be bound to the MacWorld WWDC release schedule.
Okay.
That they just, they want to be able to release when they want. and not, the expectation is always, if it's not going to be available that day, it will be available shortly. And that, I mean, it's a pace. I mean, you have to. It's basically every 6 months you need to come out with something that's brand new or refreshed or whatever, and you have to do it there, and there's no other alternative. I mean, you can't be like, there's a new iLife and that's it. I mean, you can't do that. Or here's a new accessory. There has to be something. There has to be something substantial.
Right.
And I don't think they want to be tied to it anymore.
Well, a couple things. So you don't think there's anything to the whole Steve Jobs health aspect?
Well, I don't see how that has anything to do with being at MacWorld.
Period.
I mean,
maybe this keynote.
So the keynote thing, you can debate whether or not his health factors into it. Of course, we hope Steve's well and everything. I don't think I don't see how that has any bearing on being at MacWorld and being, the keynote and the focus of the expo. I don't see how that factors in. I can't imagine what else it would be. I mean.
Okay. Well, if you head over to the blog, I had posted kind of looking for the silver lining to this cloud, and I thought, think about Steve Jobs. He call me crazy, but I think he enjoys attention. And I was thinking, maybe if he's going to stick around, he's doing this to be able to, perhaps instead of keynoting his company's event, keynote the industry event, a la CES next year.
Right.
That's my positive spin. That's the best I have. In the iChat here, we have someone in the iChat who says it's long overdue
that they be out of MacWorld.
That they get out of MacWorld, and I ask, well, what about the cult of Mac and time to grow up?
Wow.
We're leaving the cult behind.
But here's the thing. I mean, with the amount of press that they're able to drum up for a single event where all eyes are on what this company is going to do is unprecedented.
Okay.
There are very few companies that are able to pull that off and do it consistently, where they know they're going to get all eyes on them. They can bring out whatever they want to bring out. I mean, it's certainly a hard pace to keep up with, and the expectation is very high all the time, which is, I mean, you can't really disappoint. I mean, you have to be always on top of your game, otherwise everybody knows about it. But at the same time, everybody knows about it.
Right.
Everybody knows about MacWorld, and I think it's a big. It's definitely going to be a big hit in the PR buzz and everything else that goes along with it.
And so let's step back to the keynote for a moment. What do you make of this? What do you make of the fact that Phil the Thrill, as we call him, Phil the Thrill Schiller, is giving the keynote and not Steve Jobs? Is that a little bit of a tantrum? You think, because they're on their way out? And
I think. I mean, we've seen Phil do keynotes before. Whether it be, I mean, it's never been. He's done parts of keynotes at MacWorld, and he did the keynote for the iPhone. So he's done these sort of events before.
Right.
So he's not exactly new to it. That Steve won't be there at all or won't have a appearance, I think, is kind of weird for such a stage, but I guess at the same time you can't really read too much into it, because if they're pulling out of MacWorld entirely, then who cares if Steve's not going to be there? They're not going to be there after this at all. So
interesting take on that. Don't forget MacWorld keynote day. We will have live coverage, of course. We'll be here
January 6th.
Do you have a time?
Sometime in the morning, mid-morning-ish.
West Coast time.
Right.
Probably early afternoon on the East Coast.
Early afternoon.
Excellent. Great. We'll check back for more scheduling. But with this keynote and with Phil doing the keynote, can we gather from that there's nothing exciting coming? I mean, this has been the least amount of rumor mongering leading up to a keynote in quite some time. You got iPhone Nano rumors, maybe a new Mac Mini.
They're talking about Mac Mini, yeah.
Is that it?
I don't know.
You're just not telling us.
Maybe a Snow Leopard sneak peek.
Maybe more than a sneak peek. Maybe the old look under your chair.
Yeah, maybe it's coming out soon sort of debut.
And of course, Apple can still have these big events and gather the press. I mean, they've shown they can have the town hall meetings.
They can do that
at Apple and control all aspects of this.
Yeah, well. It's. I mean, it's not the grand stage and the expectation, but it's well, everybody needs a hi-fi. So
a high five?
A high-fi.
Oh, okay,
Hi-fi.
Hi-fi in the leather case, one of the great media events in Apple history.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, are they just afraid to put a new product out without an event? We'll see now, I guess.
We shall.
I did want to mention that when it comes to thinking about why Steve may or may not be there, little teaser for you. Tomorrow afternoon, I have a blog. I know I'm going to catch some heat for it already.
But those are the best ones.
Put aside for a moment the reasons why Steve may be leaving, right? Whether it's health related, if he is leaving, whether it's just he's retiring. We have no reason to believe he's leaving.
Right.
He's just not doing the keynote. But I'm going to present for you tomorrow the top 5 potentially good things about Steve not being part of Apple.
Okay.
So.
All right.
That's me. I'll just point myself in there.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
They're going to get hostile tomorrow.
Probably. I might get hostile.
I know.
Watch out.
Need a ride?
I could use a ride.
Check your iPhone.
Will do.
From the New York Times, there is a company called Avigo in
right here.
No, that's later. In Kinsale, Ireland.
Yeah.
And essentially, they're setting up a program whereby if you have an iPhone 3G and there's a route you take in your car, you send the route to Avigo. People looking for a ride then can see that you're on that route
and stalk you.
Or worse, and they pay a fee to Avigo, and you get a portion of that money. It's kind of an ad hoc ride-sharing thing. I would hope there'd be some sort of ratings on both ends, saying carries an axe, look out, But fun little app on the way. I know there's some more app news in there as well, and you're going to give us a demo a little later.
Well, demo for sure. This one. Oh, wait a second. I almost double dipped. All right, here it comes. Apple fixes Leopard 10.5.6 installation problem. So basically, you could basically have software update hang for an undisclosed amount of time. And this was prior to the latest update.
Okay.
So you're doing but you need to do an update to get the update. So it's kind of like you kind of need to. You might run into this problem where it just hangs when you're doing software updates. The progress never just completes.
Right.
So the recommended fix is to try to quit software update. If that doesn't work, try to force quit software update. If that doesn't quit, hold down the power key.
And that's 10.5.6 installation problem fixed.
Fixed.
I missed you last week because I had to tell everyone that update was recommended for all users.
It was recommended for all users with a caveat though. Because if you had certain if you've done certain things through terminal or have done modified any.
Are you serious?
Swear to God, and I don't do that often. Modified any code, you could potentially render your computer not usable by doing that update. So,
wow.
And I don't know how to do any of that stuff, but if you did, be careful.
Smoking,
or you're not watching us right now because your computer's a brick. I don't know.
Smoking or non?
I go with none.
Well, we'd like to, but this from our friends at MacNN. User reports smoking MacBook. Individual in the UK has reported potential MacBook safety hazard, saying he was awoken by the sound of fire alarms triggered by smoke emitting from the back of his MacBook.
Now, I'm thinking like billowing campfire in order to get that smoke detector to go off.
He says that the user was reportedly using the MacBook to watch a DVD, and bear in mind he was sleeping, with the lid open and video output routed to an external display.
Okay.
Photographs show smoke residue above the cooling vent and on the desk. Now, the thing I find interesting goes on to say SMC fan control. For those of you not familiar, the program to override your normal fan operation, reported there weren't any problems. So obviously he was running third-party fan control software when this happened. Coincidence?
Could be.
TDL Live. Let us know what you think, iChat or via Twitter. But boy, you're going to have to keep it under 170 characters on that Twitter.
You want to check that?
You're up. Sure.
Just give it a give it a little once over. Okay.
Sometimes the Twitters are delayed if you've sent us a Twitter. Oh, we had that problem last time, if you recall.
I don't.
Roll the tape. What do you got there?
Apple outed as mysterious Power VR licensee. New evidence that Apple is the mysterious licensee of Imagination Technologies Group Power VR mobile graphics technology broke when the company publicly announced that Apple has subscribed to 8 million new shares of IMG, giving the iPhone maker a 3% stake in the firm.
Power VR. Sounds like an early 90s toy.
Yes, it sure does. So it's a new chip manufacturing
System on a chip situation.
Right.
That could make its way into the iPhone, is the theory. Keep your friends close.
Or just buy them. That's what I always say.
Just buy them.
You should just buy them. Yeah, you should buy them too.
Okay, so we'd mentioned this is the last MacWorld with Apple there. We mentioned that the keynote, instead of Steve Jobs, will be our good friend Phil the Thrill, who, by the way, avid hockey player. I don't think we're telling tales out of school. If you really go down the Google hole, you'll find some pictures of him playing hockey. He's big on the hockey.
We should take some of those up.
Well, we can't show people photos anyhow, apparently, on our little channel here.
Printed them.
But anyhow, one angry Apple fan has said enough is enough, and she has started a website, silentkeynote.com. Concept being that when Phil comes out, he's met with silence, and that silence should continue throughout the keynote.
What's the first rule of silentkeynote.com?
You can talk about it. What, boy, I guess I ruined that for you. What do you make of this? Silly? Does it make a point? Will they never stream it live anyhow, so they'll just add applause. They'll just put a soundtrack in. There'll be a laugh track for the first time ever at the keynote. Wish we had a laugh track. Thoughts?
I'm taking part in... Come on, you didn't catch that. I was taking part in Silent Keynote.
I know.
I was letting you talk.
Yeah. It's Silent Keynote, not Silent TDL Live.
Oh, boy.
All right, you've lost your opportunity to discuss that.
Can I demo this, please? This is like burning a hole in my pocket.
So, Adam, earlier this week, or late last week, I don't remember when. It
was last week.
Last week, you put up your blog entry about the new Amazon app.
Yes.
You think it's pretty cool because of a particular feature?
Yeah, so you can take a picture of an object that you would like to potentially purchase.
Okay.
Or just have them deliver results on.
Yes.
So you take a picture of it, you send it to Amazon, and
there's a guy there at a
somebody
computer.
there who's like, what the hell is this? And then sends you back results of, here's what it is, now come buy it, sort of stuff. So I sent a picture of my phone at work, my desk phone, and sure enough, they found that.
Success?
Success. And partial success on my BlackBerry. It wasn't my choice either. Partial success on that. It was the wrong model, right make.
Would anyone know if it was the wrong model, though, really?
No. I didn't know, except for I have the box. That's the only way I know.
So, Mac Girl, look alive back there on the...
I'm gonna swing around here.
On the camera.
I'm actually gonna cut.
Where are you going?
I was gonna know.
Oh, I thought we were gonna give this a shot first.
All right. Well,
so we're gonna try this. We haven't practiced this yet. He's taking a picture, I'm sure Mac Girl has zoomed in so you can see. This is the From the Earth to the Moon miniseries, produced by Tom Hanks. And you took your picture.
I did.
Okay, let's see what happens here.
So I got that, and then I can hit
Use Photo.
I can hit Use Photo.
Okay. How long does this process take? I hope it's 15 minutes.
It's pretty quick. Sending photo. This is successfully sent. Now I suggest we move on to the next story, and we'll come back. It doesn't take long.
Okay.
It doesn't take long.
All right, we'll move on.
We're on Wi-Fi. Come on.
We'll move on. I'll pull a small one out. We kind of briefly mentioned this. iPhone Nano rumors are back. Where's the excitement for this MacWorld? I'm going to go again if you don't mind, because I don't
No,
think
go
you're
right
ready
ahead.
yet.
Go
Did
right
it not work?
No, it needs to send you a notification. So
Via what? Via text or email?
Typically sends you an email.
Okay, so that's where the product information will be then.
No, because then you go back into the app and it will have it there.
Very strange.
Just roll with it.
Okay, well, you work on that. Apple Macs rated most reliable, and Vista getting better. This comes to us from New Zealand, the New Zealand Herald. I'm a subscriber. And each year, starting 3 years ago, RescueCom, they're a company that fields tech support calls in New Zealand, they started comparing the percentage of each vendor's support phone call volume to the percentage of market share. And what they found was that Apple is number one, and that, let's see, Apple had a score of 700. I don't know what scale that's on, unfortunately. But boy, it sounds high.
Out of 700.
Let's see how you did on that product.
And by the way,
yes,
while you were giving us that story, what does it say right there?
From the Earth to the Moon Signature Edition. Can we get that?
Signature
now, if you
Edition.
tap on that, what does that get you?
So I tap on that, and it takes me right to the product.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, you might need to focus a little bit there. Oh boy. How would the big ring? I bet we'd use the big ring on the camera. There we go. There it is. There it is.
From the Earth to the Moon.
How about that?
And so you see the pictures there, and then you have ratings beneath it and a description.
Okay.
And I think if I scroll here,
Oh boy.
I can't read it backwards, but
Well, rest assured, it's giving us more information.
yeah. So and then I have the button at the bottom to buy now. It has viewer or purchaser ratings, a price of $19.99, by the way.
That is a very good price.
It is.
So, very interesting app.
Nice.
And it stays under your Remembers tab.
Okay.
So that took a minute, maybe?
And it's because it sends you that email, I thought that was kind of convoluted, but now if you're at your computer,
Right.
you have a link as well.
Exactly, yeah. So you have a link to it if you're at your computer, or it's right there in the app. And it will stay in your account information, too, on Amazon. So it's pretty cool.
Very good.
I think it's a pretty well done little
And
feature.
a fine demonstration. I need you to move on, though, because
sorry.
we don't want too many leftovers.
That's disturbing. Print. My goodness, we could use this. Look at all this printing we do. Print lets you print from the iPhone, iPod Touch. It's called Print.
I get a feeling you didn't pre-read this one.
I did.
Okay.
I did. It's exactly what you think it does. So it lets you print any contact web page or photo stored on your devices. It's available for $2.99 on the App Store. Print via Wi-Fi or cell network. You can print remotely back to your office or home printer. So that's kind of cool. So you're out, you have to print something, you can print to your home computer while you're not there, and it's already ready when you get back. I think it's pretty cool.
You can print photos as well?
Slick. Photos, it says.
So, what this means, ladies and gentlemen, is, see, when I first heard about this, there's a piece of software that I just did a review on called Big Oven, and it's 160,000 recipes. But unless you set up a favorites thing and you save it to your favorites and then check on the computer, there's no way to print it. It's within the app. So I know what you're thinking. Well, this doesn't say can print from the app.
No, but it can
take the photo, do a screenshot in the app, put it in your photo library, then use print to print it.
It's a great idea.
Dandy. $2.99 for
great idea.
I believe. We'll check that out. Okay, I'm up.
You're up.
I believe this is going to be a little runt. We already did. Oh, Apple Expo Paris. Done.
Finito.
Elfine. Apple has not attended that one for a while now, but look out, IDG.
Last year at MacWorld.
Okay, we're just blowing through them
You're
now.
up again.
Thank heavens. Palm. Palm has received a $100 million investment.
Boy, do they need it.
Do these people, do you know the digital lifestyle is here? I can't say we're looking for investors because there's all kinds of SEC rules, but give us a call if you're willing to give Palm $100 million.
Yeah.
$100 million investment from Elevation Partners. Elevation, I don't know if you know this, this is the group that Bono's involved with. Not U2, that's U2. But this is his investment group, Elevation, like the song.
Yeah.
But at any rate, $100 million, that gives them, the deal involves a stock purchase at about a 31% value over Palm's actual stock purchase. I didn't even know you could split a penny that many times. Oh!
Zinger.
There go all the trio lovers in the house.
Yeah, they're just blowing up. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Schiller to demo Snow Leopard at MacWorld.
Question mark.
It's not confirmed. It's not confirmed. Schiller, I think, is confirmed.
Phil the Thrill will be there.
Yes.
I refuse to call him simply Phil Schiller.
You can call him whatever you like.
He is the Thrill.
I'm sure he.
Don't you remember all those times he was up on stage and was like, "Watch how much faster Photoshop is on a Mac," and there'd be a Mac and a PC, and it'd be like, "These G4 chips are amazing. These G5 chips are amazing. Switch to Intel. These Intel chips are amazing. They're so much faster than G4 and G5 chips." Phil the Schiller. Who's up?
You're up.
I'm kidding, of course. Is this it? Oh my
That's
goodness.
it. We just rolled right through this.
Wow.
No leftovers tonight.
No leftover. But I'll tell you what, in the future, if the show's running short, I'm just going to have you go around taking pictures.
I will take pictures of stuff. And we'll see whether or not it matches.
This one is interesting. An old friend of yours and mine.
Yeah.
Steve Wozniak. We go way back. As a matter of fact, it was about exactly a year ago today.
Yeah.
That we were in beautiful Cupertino Mountain View area, doing a little Segway action with Woz and the rest of the San Jose Aftershocks. Tuck that one away.
That's good.
So Woz has kind of been out of the spotlight with technology for some time now. You know, he's over playing with laser pointers and stuff.
Yeah, why not?
He's getting back in the game, though.
Okay. Tell me about it.
Well, according to MacWorld.com, by the way, MacWorld.com does not do the Macworld Expo, just in case anyone was confused. Same parent company. But Wozniak has joined the board of ModBook, the folks that do the tablet.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
It seems a little odd to me. What do you think he's up to there? Especially when one would think if ModBook was a success, Apple would just do their own tablets.
I don't know, maybe he's looking for something to do. You know what I mean? Like, the laser pointers and the Segway Polo is, you know, it's fun, but this is something else to dabble in. Something new.
Very good.
I can't imagine what else he would be doing with it.
Great. Excellent insight and analysis. You won't get that anywhere else except here on your Apple Authority. Thank you for joining us for TDL Live. Thanks to Pandora's Pests for sponsoring this evening's show. You can find out more about the game at CoingoSW.com. If you don't like insects, you won't enjoy the game. I'll just tell you that up front.
Maybe you will.
Well, that's true because you're killing them. Oh, spoiler. But anyhow, it's a 15-day free trial. Give it a shot. See what you think. We'll be back next week. There are no holiday breaks around here.
No.
But a very warm and happy holiday of your choice. We are in the season here.
Absolutely.
And by the time we meet again, we'll all be getting ready for the little baby, the New Year's baby.
Okay. I'm not familiar with that story, but we can talk about that later.
We will do that. We will talk to you again next week, most likely. Farewell, everybody.